This is a charging test of the MagSafe charger from Apple. And let's take a look. Does it make a difference if you use a tiny charger or a larger desktop charger like this from Anker? And currently we are charging from an Apple iPad Pro 11-inch included 18-watt charger. As you can see, the maximum output is around 10 watts. By the way, this thing is very sturdy. There's tons of force. It's no way it's gonna coming out when you pick it up. It's very good. Okay, with that said, we have around 10 watts from AC, but there is conversion loss as usual. Let's plug in a Type-C power meter and take a look. It may take a while for it to pick up. Okay, it shows 3 watts now, 6, 8. Okay, let's wait it for it to get to 10. All right, it's kind of stable at 10. And here it shows 9, about 9 watts. Yep. 10. Oh, that's very efficient. Oh, here, actually with this thing in the middle, the wattage actually increased. Oh, pushing almost 12.2 watts. About 1 watt loss. Okay, next test. Let's use the much smaller Anker PD power drive, a power port Atom PD1 charger. Let's try this one. It has remember this one has a 9 volts output, and this rated 9 volts at 3 amps. So this is also a 18-watt charger with a maximum output of 30 watts. Right, this thing is charging, state of charge at 57%. All right, let's see. It's going to be at 10. Let's see the voltage and amperage is about the same, and it's going up. Let's wait for a while. All right, 12. Will it go to 13 watts? Yes. 13.15 for a while. Yeah, there is no significant difference from the iPad original 18-watt charger. 12 watts. Yeah, still at 12 watts, stabilizing here. Very precise. That's 12 watts. 13.1 displayed on my kilowatt. Still 12 watts. Nice. Slightly, the voltage is lower, slightly lower, but there's a 1.35 amps. Yeah, it's not changing much. Let's see the Anker portable slim 63 watts system. See how this thing works. It has it's quite special. You have to pick a port like 18 watts, 45 watts. Let's try the 45 actually. Okay, I'll be curious to see if this actually does increase the voltage output. It will not damage your iPhone, of course, because the voltage is limited at the phone level. So it's not gonna do any damage, I don't think. It will damage the phone, but let's see. Okay, it's increasing. 8, 9. Here, the voltage is also 9. Thanks to the cable, we can see the both reading at the same time. Okay, pushing for 11. Is it going to reach 12? Almost 12 watts. Okay, 12. 13.1 on the meter. 12.42. Slightly higher than the portable one. Is much difference though, yeah. So this port doesn't help a lot. Yeah, we can say they're the same, identical. That's a 12 watt output, 12 watts output. Does not matter what charger you're using, it is protected by the phone level. When the screen light up, the voltage dropped. Look, if I, turn on the screen, the voltage dropped. Yeah, that's interesting to know. Okay, let's go back to the original charger one more time. Yeah, I really like the design of this thing. The best charger ever, I think. Although it's not as fast as wired, but it's just so convenient to use. Looks like the original this time is only around 9 watts. Everything is plugged in securely. There's no loose connection. Okay, going up a little bit. Okay, 12.3, not bad. Okay, yeah, they're pretty much the same. So I guess it's safe to say that the MagSafe iPhone 12 charger is, doing about 12 watts of output. That's the maximum you can get regardless of your charger type, as long as it supports 9 volts. I think that's the maximum you get. So this is a very capable charger for its size. There's an even smaller version, which I'm gonna test, but I still don't have it yet. I'm still waiting for the Anchor delivery. Very nice, super strong.